Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool. And ratcheting combination wrenches are really nice. They are just a joy to use. But they also are expensive. Now what I think has happened is a lot of times people look at the sets of the wrenches and all of a sudden you're in the $500 or $600 range if you're in Snap-on, and you throw out the whole baby with the bathwater. But there are others out there. I've got Gearwrench here. They are different. If I pick up the the Snap-on and the Gearwrench, which is also an Ace Professional, both have lifetime warranties. Both are finished very well. The Snap-on does have that 15-degree offset with a reversible ratchet, whereas the reversing here is, because this is flat, is just a flip, and it's shorter. However, let's look at the prices. The odd thing is, this Snap-on 19 in the ratcheting wrench retails off the truck for about $62. The regular Snap-on here, also a 19, retails on the truck for about $58 or $4 less. So that's the difference here. If you go to the Gearwrench, this thing sells for about 25 bucks. So it's about, a little over twice as much. The Snap-on's a little over twice as much in the ratcheting. If we go to the 10 millimeters here, here's an Ace Professional and a Snap-on. The 10 here is about $49-50 bucks. This one is about 15. You can often get it on sale. So it's 3 to 4 times less. So what happened is, once you get up into the Snap-on wrenches, especially the ratcheting wrenches, it's like a real steep climb to get up there, and once you're up there, it kind of levels off. So the difference here, we've got a $50 wrench and we got a $60 wrench, which isn't a big deal, isn't a big jump. And the same here. Once you start getting into the Snap-on wrenches, you're into a bunch of money, and it just sort of stays a bunch of money. Whereas there's a little greater difference here. You can go down to get some of the ratcheting approaching $10 to $25. That's 2.5 times. You don't see that kind of a jump on the Snap-on side. They just sort of stay expensive, but they don't get ridiculous, especially when you're comparing, the large sizes. So why am I doing this? Well, if you want the ratcheting wrenches, which are really nice, don't buy a set of them, because you aren't going to use a bunch of them probably, or you may not need it. And if you want small ones, look at this beautiful little guy here. This is a $40 wrench, this 6 millimeter. It's the smallest of the ratcheting wrenches that Snap-on makes. It's just beautiful, but I'm not going to generate a lot of torque on any 6 millimeter fastener. So do I need the Snap-on quality, or could I get by with an Ace Professional? I don't know if they make a 6 millimeter. Here's an 8. I could do the combination with 8s. There we go. So actually the 8 is like $37. The 6 actually starts to go back up. But anyway, something like this is probably, I don't know, in the $12 range, 12 to 40. So you're almost looking at a 4-time leap. So why do I need the Snap-on at the kind of the small, low torque side? So what I'm saying is, if you don't have ratcheting wrenches and you've avoided them because they seem absurdly expensive, well, I've been using these Gearwrench on and off. I kind of keep like a garage set, a vehicle set, and then my shop set. And these things here, they seem to work fine. In fact, here's something kind of unusual. I've got, plus I should mention, here's an 18. I've never used this one. Here's a 16. 16. I've never used that. Some people, they have uses for these things, but I have the same over here. Here's an 18 and a 16 in the Snap-on. This is like 120 bucks worth of tools that I haven't used. But I use the 19, the 17 mostly, the 15, use those a lot. So I would get good ones of those, and of course the 10. But the others, if I was just carrying them around, the 12, maybe the 14, The 17, I'd probably get a good one at the 17. But look at the fit here. So I've got this snap-on without the ratcheting in a 19. Here's the Gearwrench Ace in a 19. And then here's the snap-on combination with ratcheting end in a 19. And I've got a bolt here, a 19 millimeter bolt. So if I drop it in, first in this this snap-on up here, I'm wiggling it back and forth, side to side. So that's the amount of play. That's how well it fits. Here's the Ace. Just a hair more. Here's this snap-on ratcheting. That's a lot more. So in fact, the fit of this Ace is, I would have to say, better than the snap-on, because this snap-on is a little bit better than the Ace. So, you know, it's a good solid tool at that size. They all have lifetime warranties. I can walk into Ace and say, hey, this is broken. They give me a new one just like that, or I can go to my snap-on truck and hopefully they'll give me a new one for you know, if something's broken. These are kind of a weak point, so I would recommend getting a good one in the larger high torque applications. And, you know, the smaller ones, maybe not so much. And if you want a set, get back into my Aces here, if you want a set of them, you could do a combination. Those that you're going to use a lot or that are larger get the quality because it's not that big a price difference. And then go for the inexpensive stuff for the ones that you may not use, or, you know, to complete your set, or you may use rarely, or that are just really small and you're not going to generate kind of that force, because using ratcheting wrenches is really nice if you've avoided it. And you've probably avoided it if you don't have them, because you look at the set prices and, you know, your nose starts bleeding. It's ridiculous. $600 or $500. Yeah, but just get the one you need. And then all of a sudden the price comes way down, and, you know, you've got that quality here. But you don't have to get the whole set, and you don't have to get the set of one brand. You know, for a DIYer like myself, Snap-on is probably more than a premium brand. It's turned into a luxury brand. You know, just being able to enjoy something in the rare times I actually use these small ones. But if you're going without, I would say don't. So look at these, and then if you really find you need to upgrade, then upgrade. But you don't have to upgrade the whole set, and the prices may not be as bad as you think when you get down to that large individual size. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've done something like this, if you don't mind splitting sets or only buying what you need, or, you know, if you are positive that Snap-on's worth it or that Ace is worth it, let me know that as well. And with that, Doc out.